If you need unlimited domination, clutch time, or anything else grinded, make sure you hit up Rose NBA on Twitter for quick, safe, and reliable grinding services. Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be ranking the top 10 best small forwards in NBA 2K23 MyTEAM. But before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 8,000 subscriber mark on the channel. Upload every single day, and I would really appreciate your support if you haven't already, if you do subscribe. One thing I do want to note, just like when I went to Vegas a couple weeks ago, I'm going to be out of town for these next few days, so this video is being recorded several days in advance of when y'all will be seeing it, which means it's not going to be updated with the new Season 3 content that comes out on Friday, even though you'll all be seeing it after that content came out. So if you have any questions about where players that come out in this content would fit in on this list, feel free to leave a comment and let me know about that. Also, just leave a comment, let me know what shooting guards you're using currently and who your favorite, or which small forwards you're using currently and who your favorite small forwards are in the game. But without further ado, let's hop right into it. Let's start off with number 10, which is going to be Kyle Kuzma. Amazing release. Everything else is kind of mid, to be completely honest. That's the best way to describe this Kuzma card if I was just going to do it in 5 words or less, or however long that is. But Fearless Finisher, Slithery, Claymore, Corner Specialist are his Hoff badges. Not that great. Claymore and Corner Specialist are good ones, but Silver Limitless Takeoff, Silver Bully's nice. Gold Posterizer. Doesn't get Limitless Range, doesn't get Agent 3, doesn't get Clamps, Glove, Brick Wall, Anchor, which are a few pretty significant badges, to be completely honest. 85 speed and excel. His stats are they're okay, but they're not great. He doesn't have good movement. Kuzma release on quick though is incredible. Maybe the best release in the game. Normal leaner as well is really good, but with no Agent 3s, it's kind of annoying. His release is so good, it puts him on this list though. It might be the best release in the game because honestly, he doesn't do anything else at a truly exceptional level. All right, so coming in at number 9, we're going to put Dennis Rodman. I think this Rodman card is honestly very good as well. Just like the shooting guard position, which y'all may have seen yesterday, the small forward position is honestly very, very deep in my team. And Rodman, I think, is a really good card. He's got good speed. He's an elite defender. Not a great shooter, but he can get badges like catch and shoot, Claymore, and slippery off ball. And his release is much better than you'd think. Can also get the quick first step badge and the bailout badge. So those are the 5 badges I'd be putting on this Rodman card. But an absolute dog on the defensive end of the court, on the interior and the perimeter. Great rebounder. Great rebounder, very good athlete with good speed, and the release, I know it says Ewing base, but for whatever reason, Xavier Tillman upper on Ewing base is really smooth and easy to green. Very, very solid release on Rodman as well. So even with the 73, once you get a couple shooting badges on him, maybe a coach boost as well, he's pretty knocked out off the catch and shoot. In fact, he's very knocked out off the catch and shoot, and I think he's a really, really good card, so I think he definitely deserves a top 9 spot on this list. At number 8, I'm going with OG Anunoby, another takeover card, just like Rodman, who is very, very good. Is there no period, I guess? Okay, well, I guess there's no period in OG's name. But OG, another really good takeover player. Solid release, good speed, good all-around defender, good shooter, good dunker. Does a lot of things very, very solidly. Not a ton of playmaking badges, but you can upgrade his quick first step, give him bailout, give him break starter, give him dimer if you want to. Solid defensive badges all the way around, no anchor, but I can live with it. He's got a really solid release. Like I said, MJ dribble style is really good. Steph behind the back is good. He's a very, very good card. I don't think he's next level amazing, but I think he's pretty solid. And yeah, I think number 8 is a very, very fair spot for him, considering he's just a really good all-around card. At number 7, I'm going with Jimmy Buckets. The problem with Jimmy at the small forward position is, number 1, he's better at shooting guard. Number 2, he's not a I'm wrong. I'm changing on the fly. I don't think Jimmy is the 7th best small forward in the game. He's definitely higher than that. I'm being low on him for no reason, but I would take him over at least the next 2 guys on this list. So I'm going to throw him in a little higher on the list. But executive decision, we're going with KD at number 7 for right now. The problem with KD is he's not that next level great defender, and that's really crucial at the small forward position. He's okay, but he's not amazing. Silver Anchor's good, but defensive stats aren't crazy. 92 speed and excel is really good. 95 shot 3 is really, really good. He's got a pretty good release, really good dunker, great size at 6'10" at the small forward position, but not being that next level elite defender is annoying. His movement isn't incredible this year. I don't like the jaw dribble style, especially on bigger guys. Release is pretty good though. Like I said, dunking is really, really good. Wish he was a better defender, because that's really one of the biggest things at small forward. I don't think he's I don't think he's all that great as a defender, but I do still think he's a very solid card, so I'm going to put him at number 7. At number 6, I'm going with Scottie Pippen. That's the reason that I'm going with Scottie Pippen this low, is because he just feels soft on the interior, and I don't know why, because he's got pretty good size. His interior defense is really good. I know he's got a low block, but he can get the anchor badge. He just feels soft on the interior, which is annoying. Doesn't move very well either. His SIGs are not very good, but he's got an incredible release. He is a knockdown shooter. He's a better shooter than he is a defender, despite having all the defensive hoffs and the defensive stats being as good as they are. This card shoots the absolute crap out of the ball. Incredible shooter, really solid but not next level great defender. I don't think he's got this amazing player build either. Like, he's very good, but I don't think he's quite that insane. So I'm actually going with Pippen at 6 for right now. And then at number 5, we're going with James Worthy. Worthy's an absolute beast. Really do love myself some James Worthy. I think this card's a monster. Unfortunately, a little bit outdated at this point, I guess a tiny bit, but he's a good all-around defender. As a trophy case player, he can get every badge, which means things like clamps, interceptor, limitless range, brick wall. He's got normal fade, 83 shot 3, 90 driving dunk, great dunking animations and stats, as well as badges. Obviously, normal leaner is the best leaner in the game. A money release is so much better than it's been in previous years. He's a beast. Doesn't move well, but he does everything else at a high level, and I think he does deserve a top 5 spot at the small forward position. At the number 4 spot, this is where I'm going to put Jimmy Butler. And I'm going to be honest, I don't know why I was going to put him below those 3 guys, because I really do think Jimmy is a top tier small forward, in addition to being a top tier shooting guard. 92 speed and excel, 84 shot 3, 80 driving dunk, 50 standing dunk, but just good enough to get the standing dunks. Defensive stats and badges are insane, especially the badges. As a trophy case player, again, can get every badge, meaning you can add things like anchor, limitless range, agent 3, clamp breaker if you want to, brick wall if you want to, handles for days if you want to, things like that. His release is good. It's not incredible. Wish his release is a little better, but normal leaner is really, really good. I mean, like I said, the release is fine. Movement is also kind of mediocre, but he is a dog on the defensive end of the court, has that normal leaner, and a pretty solid release. He's a top 4 small forward for me. At the number 3 spot, I should say, is where it kind of takes to that next level, I feel like, and that's going to be Paul George. I think a lot of people would have PG at 2. I personally have him at 3, but I do think he's really good. 6'9" with a 6'11" wingspan. 93 speed and excel, 93 shot 3, 95 driving dunk, 94 perimeter and lateral as well as steal, 84 interior, 80 block, Hoff quick first step, Hoff challenger, clamps, glove, catch and shoot down eye, limitless range, bully, fast twitch, limitless takeoff, posterizer. 12 of his 13 Hoffs are really good Hoffs, which is super, super nice. Comes with basically every single gold badge you could ask for as well, outside of the anchor badge, which I do wish he got, but his release is not amazing, and that kind of annoys me because PG's had one of the best releases in the game the last few years, and this year, it's just not quite to that same level, which is pretty annoying. But movement is okay. It's not next level great, but it's pretty good. The PG escape's good, but pro dribble style is kind of eh. He's a very, very solid card though, for sure. I mean, he's a top 3 shooting guard. Wish his release was a little faster this year, but he's an amazing card. I mean, stats and badges are ridiculous. Animations could be a little better, and that's why I only have him at number 3, but I do think he's an absolute beast. At number 2, going with LeBron James. The main reason I have LeBron over PG is 2 things. 1, LeBron's player build's better than PG's. 2, LeBron's release is better than PG's. That's about it. PG's got the better stats and badges, but Bron's are still very, very good. I like LeBron's release more than PG's though. That's the biggest thing. And then also I think LeBron's player build in terms of as a slasher and as a defender is just ridiculous. I mean, LeBron is a beast every year as a slasher and a defender, but this year he's kind of next level. I mean, he looks way bigger than 6'9". He's got a massive player build. He's an absolute dog, attacking the rim, almost unstoppable, and an elite defender. Plays better lanes than anybody else I've used with Hoff Interceptor pretty much. Like, this card is a dog on both ends of the court, and with the improved release as well, I just think he's a top 2 small forward in the game at this point of the year. And then finally, we have Tim Thomas. So Tim is going to obviously be number 1 at the small forward position and will be for the foreseeable future in all likelihood, because he is just ridiculous. 93 speed and excel, 95 shot 3, 90 driving dunk, 90 speed with ball, 90 lateral, 90 steal, 86 interior, 87 block on a 6'10" player. Has Hoff agent 3, Hoff catch and shoot, Hoff dead eye, Hoff corner, Hoff clamp breaker, killer combos, quick first step. Again, on a 6'10" player. Basically every defensive badge you could ask for, at least on silver. Bronze anchor, a bunch of gold badges, can get pick dodger added to him. Gold limitless takeoff, posterizer, limitless range, and then the animations. LaMelo Ball release with the Trae Young upper on quick. The only release, in my opinion, that can rival Kyle Kuzma's right now. Michael Jordan dribble style, the best dribble style in the game. Francis size up, best size up currently in my team, because we aren't really using, the D-Rose size ups in the game, but you don't see barely any cards with the D-Rose size up. So Steve Francis size up right now is absolutely incredible. So he's got insane sigs and insane release. He's 6'10" at the small forward position. He's got elite size. He can shoot, he can defend, he can slash, he can create. He does everything at a ridiculously high level. Best card in the game, and he is the number 1 small forward currently in my team. So that is going to do it for this list. Let me know what you think of my list down in the comment section down below, who I maybe ranked too high, too low, or left off the list entirely that you'd like to know my opinion on. And if you did enjoy the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.